like this. I'll work with a waist measurement of 28 inches and hip measurement of 38 inches. The first thing I want to do is to mark the hip line measurement, which is the waist to the hip line measurement. I'll mark 9.5 inches here in my case. Then for the full length, in my case here, I'll work with 17 inches. So I just mark 17 inches as the full length. I want to mark across the pattern to serve as guide. So marking the hip line across the pattern like this, and also the full trouser length, which is 17 inches in this case, across there and the pattern. I want to label them as this full length and the hip line. So after that, I'll move to the waistline. I'll take out 1 inch. You can take out 1.5 or even 2 inches depending on the hip measurement. At this point, I'll go to the full length and also mark 0.7 inches. You can either connect all these points with a straight ruler, then you later do blending, or you connect with a curved ruler and there will be no need for you to blend anymore after connecting the point. I mark mine with a curved ruler, then I turn the ruler the other way to mark the downside of it. Then I'll move to taking the waist measurement. For this, I'm not adding any allowance at this point. The allowance will be added later. So at this point, no allowance. So the waist measurement is 28 inches, which means 28 divided by 4. So that will be 7 inches. I'm going to mark exactly on 7 inches. No allowance added at this point. No allowance added at this point, although you may have your own method of doing this, but for my, no allowance will be added at this point. On the hip line, I'm going to divide the hip measurement by 4 also. 38 divided by 4, which will be 9.5. I want to mark a straight line from the waistline down to the hip line, just like this. So this is me marking a straight line, and after that I want to make a little curve for the crotch line. You can either do that with free hand or you make use of a curve ruler. So let me make use of a curve ruler here. So just place it like this and follow the shape. Then you move to the lap measurement or the thigh measurement. So for the thigh measurement, unlike others that are divided by 4, this will be divided by 2, just by 2, because you have 2 legs. So each one will be divided by 2 and the other one will be divided by 2. Putting them together now, you have it divided by 4. At this point, you can cut the pattern out, you can cut the front pattern out, because this is for the front side of the trouser, excluding the back side of the trouser. If you are still watching this video, please support by liking, comment, put down a question if you have any, share, and don't forget to follow this page so you can see more interesting videos like this. Placing the front pattern on that of the back, I'll first of all want to mark 2 inches as the starting line before I start to trace the front on the back pattern. So this is the 2 inches. Then I'm going to mark across the pattern the 2 inches across the back pattern like this. So mark yours too like this. Then you can place the front pattern starting from that 2 inches line. Then you trace out the front pattern like this. I'm going to trace the front pattern on that of the back like this. So this is the time for us to add the allowance, the same allowance or the sewing allowance to the trouser. So to add the allowance, I want to shift it backward like this for at least, depending on the allowance you want, maybe by 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So but I'm going to work with 2 inches here in my case. So by doing this, we have the front pattern in the exact measurement, then we have the back pattern wider than the exact measurement, and that extra we serve as the sewing allowance or the seam allowance, as you may know it as. After this, we want to extend the crotch area for the back alone by 2 inches. So depending on the hip or the lap measurement, also you can extend by 2.5 inches, or 2 inches is also okay. So I'm only extending by 2 inches here. So we now want to mark the crotch line for the back side. But before then, I want to mark a straight line starting from that 2 inches we left upward for the back down to the crotch point for the back side of the trouser. So I'm doing this with free hand. You can also make use of your curve ruler if you want. So I want to connect these 2 points from the trouser side to the 2 inches we left upward for the back. Now you may want to cut, but before you cut, you may want to add that for the back side. I'm only adding that for the back side in my own case here because the butt is at the back. So to do that, you get the midpoint of it. After getting the midpoint, get how deep you want your dart to be. I want mine to be as deep as 5 inches. Then connect downward from the waistline down to that 5 inches. Then mark your dart size. Just 1 inch is enough, which is 0.5 inch on each side of the dart. So this is the dart in my own case here. Take note that if we should sew this dart, we're going to have the waist to be short by 1 inch. So we have to extend the waist measurement, but not entirely, only to the point at which the dart ends. So that is what I'm doing at this point. So after doing that, I want to reconnect again because we have extended the waist measurement. Then I'll connect the dart upward, fully upward like this. Now we have the pattern fully done. You can then proceed to cut out the pattern, and after cutting, transfer the pattern onto your fabric. So thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video, and follow this page so you can see more interesting videos like this. Bye for now.